There's an entire package that has to come together. So Marie and I worked on forming her company. I helped her form the LLC, get the trademark. As well, we then published a magazine, Finest Women in Real Estate. Then we published a book. Then we did a reality show pilot on the Finest Women in Real Estate. And then we started the Fire Up Connect networking groups that are part of Finest Women in Real Estate. And it is a multifaceted system to help promote people in the real estate business, which was Marie's mission.
Because when you can turn your passion into a revenue generating program, then from there, it's no longer work. You can replace your 9-to-5 income with something that you're passionate about. So what we're focusing on is providing those tips and those tricks and those things that can be immediately applied for growth.
And the one thing about the lease or owning the system, whether it's financed or owned outright, it adds value in the sense that you're avoiding that utility cost. What's the best, what's the best house to have? One without solar. Well, it's because it can be a little bit complex sometimes, but as long as you know it up front, like Marianne was saying, as long as you know what you're getting into up front, and that takes a very well and knowledgeable real estate agent to do that and to know to look for that.
And basically being just so involved in real estate on a day-to-day basis, I could feel when the market shifts and I could feel when buyers hold back and sellers, change their perspective. So I really rely on not only statistics, but actually the everyday, day-to-day, and that's helped me throughout, my real estate career.
Go up, I was like, wait a minute, there's only really one piece of the puzzle I'm missing here. So if you really want your ideas to be built, you kind of have to be a developer. So I'm working toward starting my own real estate development company, and real estate agent was the next step in all that.
They're low enough to assume you have to take care of those things. But if you do have a finance liability like a lease that you're paying off solar, that will be factored in your debt ratio. So you might want to think ahead if you're maybe going to refinance or do something to pay attention to that payment. But they kind of get that double-edged hit right now because underwriting hasn't quite caught up with maybe what's fair or reasonable there. But it is a liability. They need to pay for it.
Intuition and feelings, while sometimes we can't back into understanding all the motivations or the data that provided it, it doesn't matter. Just follow it and make sure if it feels risky that you step back and say, is it worth it, and what should I be doing to make sure that if there is a risk, I've mitigated it.